All right, we should be live. Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well on this Sunday afternoon. For some of you, I know it's Sunday evening, right, co-driver? Joining us from Europe. It's pretty late. My usual guests, half of my usual guests will be with us today. Co-hosts, sorry, not guests. Papa Smurf, unfortunately, can't make it because he's partying hard with some family. I was just seeing on his Instagram, he's doing some true barbecue, and he's got a big 18-foot water slide set up. So he won't be here this afternoon, but I do have Mike from Mike's Auto Detailing. He'll be joining us soon. Just taking a look. How's everybody doing out there? We got Chris, got Humberto, D&D, good to see ya. Got co-driver, like I was saying, he's joining us from Europe, and it's 11 at night. Well, that's not too bad because I know he has stayed up till 3 or 4 in the morning in other live streams. So speaking of live streams, I'm pretty excited for today's because we will be connecting with 2 guests, part of the Vyper team, and we'll get to know them a little bit, get to know them a little better in a bit. One of them you will recognize. He was here in a different capacity not too long ago, but he's part of the Vyper Chair team. So we'll be saying hi to Alex here momentarily. But why don't I go ahead and bring Mike in? And it looks like Mike has a special guest. Who do you got there, Mike?
This is my old English Bulldog, Harley.
Oh, buddy. How you doing? How you doing, Harley?
That's my baby. All right, you go down. All right, here you go. There. Everybody got to see you. I'm going to lay down. Go back to your snoring because you were loud. I had to wake her up from it because she was snoring pretty loud. I'm like, man, if she go live with that, it would pretty loud. I had to wake her up. So come on up here for a minute.
Well, I was away for the weekend. We had our dog at it's called the Springbank Pet Resort. So we just got him back this afternoon, and he's a little ticked.
Nice.
I could tell he's got a little attitude to him. He feels a little abandoned. I don't know if you were checking out my Instagram at all. You might have seen a couple of pictures in my stories. We stayed at a really swanky downtown hotel this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, lived the YouTube influencer life for a weekend, and now I'll be paying for it for 6 months, but it was fun.
And when you walked into the hotel, they were like, oh, it's Rick. It's Rick right there.
Well, they pretended they didn't know me, Mike. I find that everywhere I go, people pretend they don't know I'm some big YouTube sensation.
And then I see you took your car and went to the almost to the very top and then parked.
I went to the very top when we went out for dinner, and I went way down to the bottom at the hotel. I had no cars beside me. It was a very good parking day.
That's perfect. You don't have to worry about the dings.
Sorry?
You don't have to worry about the dings.
No, but then someone made a good point about water spots because a lot of those parking garages have the pipes, right? The exposed pipes. So then I didn't sleep very well the second night, thinking I might wake up to some water spots. But enough about my neuroses. Why don't we go ahead, Mike, if you're ready. We'll welcome our guests. We've got one half of, I believe, the ownership group behind Vyper Chair. His name's Dayne. And then we also have Alex, who's a part of the team. Let me just find the right button here. Welcome.
How's it going, Rick? How's it going, Mike?
How you doing, Dayne?
Nice to meet you guys.
This looks great. We got 4 very handsome fellows. I'm definitely the oldest of the 4. I think that goes with
that.
What? Look at how young you guys are on the bottom.
You just look older, Rick.
Rick,
we still have beards.
Oh, I a little shout out. I got my free shirt from Gully's Garage. You guys know Sean Gullicher from Saskatchewan. He's a detail geek. All right. Thanks, Sean. I don't even know if he's here. So, who should we start with first?
Let's go with Dayne.
Let's say hi to Dayne. Dayne, how are you doing?
Fantastic here. We have a pretty warm day here in Wisconsin. Actually, it's peaking above 90. So typically,
no joke.
No, not especially here in Wisconsin. You don't get that often. So we we always joke about only having like a week to 2 weeks of summer here in Wisconsin. Otherwise, it's bitter cold. So we're enjoying these hot days that we have.
Well, I think I can relate to everything you just said. Living up here in Calgary, Alberta, we don't get into the 90s often, and when we do, it's a little uncomfortable. Let me drag you over into the main one.
Yeah, right.
Well, so I did a little background. I found out you're half of a brother and brother team. Is this correct?
That's correct. Yes. So my other brother, his name's Dillon, and he actually just hopped on board like 6 months ago. So he was working at our previous family company, and it was a successful endeavor that was successfully purchased by a larger corporation in New York, and he wanted to hop on the Vyper crew and saw the steam that we had behind it, and we're having a blast, Rick. We really are. Brought on Alex about 7-8 months ago, and he's been absolutely shredding it in the detailing industry. The guy's an absolutely marketing wizard, and he's just absolutely killing it.
Well, let's bring him into the main frame, and we'll say hi to Alex. People will recognize Alex from a past live stream. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm good. You're in Florida. It's probably 200 degrees Fahrenheit there, and you're not even sweating.
Yeah, we spent the day at the beach, and that's enough for me. It's too hot down here. It's bad. Unless you're at the beach, it's pretty miserable. That's why I'm indoors, and I don't do live streams or videos in the garage anytime soon right now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not in the garage today. It's warm here too, and I'm in Northern California.
Yeah, it's getting brutal this summer.
Yeah, maybe it's something we all got to get used to.
I was going to do some coding today, but I couldn't get to the coding in time, and it got to be too warm. I'm like, I'm not even going to do it. I'll just wait till next weekend.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it does start to impact all your formulas, especially when you're talking about coatings.
Yeah,
So,
I was going to. I was like, maybe if I can get it on, start by 10, I can try. And nah, it was almost 90 by 10. I'm like, I'm not even going to bother. I just washed it and called it good.
Do you guys have AC in the shop?
I got a big 3-car garage. I usually can fit my truck in there or fit a car in there, and I'll turn on a couple of fans, but no AC in the garage, only in the house.
Yeah.
it would be nice, but there aren't many days where I find it's too hot to function in here.
That's right.
I'm in my editing room where I got the computers and TVs and all that stuff over there, and the computers are all right here. So I got the AC running, a small little fan running over here. I'm feeling, and the refrigerator, a mini fridge with water in it.
Sounds like they could use some fans.
Yeah, it does sound like that, Alex.
We'll talk about that later, though.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Mike, it looks like you got a fat head there. What is that a picture of?
The Golden State Warriors.
Oh, big Golden State fan, huh?
Yeah.
Very cool.
One of my little safety pins I hold this on is actually holding up the poster back there.
They didn't do too hot this year though.
No. Next year I'm hoping, praying.
Our boys in Milwaukee took it home this year.
Yeah.
Congratulations!
Finally. I was happy to see them win.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Giannis is a very inspirational guy, and
Yeah.
we're glad to have him on board here in Milwaukee.
He's leaving now, he said.
What?
No, he teased.
He made a joke.
Going nowhere.
He said he would leave. He wouldn't leave until he won, and now he's looking for a transfer.
No, he likes to tease the outside audience like that. He'll stay.
Yeah, the only person leaving Wisconsin is he plays for Green Bay.
Rogers?
Aaron Rodgers. He's the one leaving Wisconsin.
Yeah, he's not too big of a fan around people here in Green Bay. Not many people like him anymore. He's being
I don't mind. I see what he's standing for, but I think he's going about it the wrong way, though.
Definitely.
I like his famous brother that was on The Bachelor a little more.
Many people do. Many people do.
Well, you know what? We've got you in the main frame there, Dayne. Do you want to play a little game of Get to Know Dayne?
Absolutely.
You don't have a choice, so yeah. I'm going to throw up some pretty softball questions your way. Let's start with number one here. Number one. So you're a part of this exciting Vyper team. What's the best part of your job?
Honestly, the best part of the job would be knowing the quality product that we ship out of the door every single day. That's one thing that we really hold strong in our family is never half-ass anything. So we like to do it right the first time and only one time. So then you don't have to do it ever again. We live by that with the previous family company, and we're going to live by it on this family company. So it's such a joy shipping out a quality product and getting it into the customer's hands and having them reach out and say, holy crap, this is an insanely high quality American-made product, and I absolutely love it. The best thing is honestly getting a review saying that it's going to last generations on generations, which is pretty inspiring. So makes you feel pretty confident about what you do, and makes you feel good inside. It really does.
Yeah, I was going through those reviews this morning because, as you know, I'm a potential customer here. And
been working on it for a while now.
You got to get one in your hands.
Well, it has nothing really to do with the quality of your chair. It has to do with the quality of my finances, to be quite honest. But I was so amazed by the quality of the reviews. Just awesome.
Absolutely. So we do have a payment plan option. So we have a payment plan called Klarna, where you can make 4 installments once you receive the chair as well. So no money down. Once the chair ships, that's when you start making your 4 installments. So those that might be in the same situation, Klarna is always an option.
Yeah, I saw that when you're going through the website. There's that little link you can click to do 4 interest-free installment payments. That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on to number 2 here. When I'm not working, you can find me.
Ooh, that's tough. I feel like we're always working.
Yeah. Let's pretend you weren't working. Where would you be?
Yeah, definitely. If I'm not working, I'm usually at the gym relieving some stress. So that's my kind of place to escape a little bit. Plug in the headphones, turn the phone on, do not disturb, and just kind of have some alone time.
Nice.
Then get 20 texts from Alex.
Yeah. Then I get my car. I got to respond to Alex's text.
All right. You'll be at the gym. Okay, let's see number 3 here. What do I got cooking here? If I could instantly become an expert in something, it would be.
These are great questions, man.
Well, I'm a teacher. That's all I do is ask questions all day long.
These are great. Let's see. I would love to be an expert in, honestly, branding. I love branding of companies. I love knowing what the customer wants, what they expect, the quality that they expect, the ads that they want to see. I just love brands, and I think a lot of companies could use some help in the branding industry, especially now with how many different companies there are out there. That brand is so important. And if you don't have a solid brand, a trustworthy brand, great customer service, great logo, great everything, then you're just going to kind of fall behind everyone else. So would love to continue, expanding in the branding industry. So.
Yeah, that is definitely an area I think some companies are excelling and maybe some companies are trailing behind, because it really is about the whole brand experience.
Definitely.
Especially when you're investing, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But it even goes back to a simple product. If you don't feel like you're getting something more than just a chemical,
right?
There's a lot of companies out there, like you say.
Right, and you're exactly right with that. Some people think that price point's one thing. If you sell a cheap product, that you don't need good customer service, but that's so wrong. Like if you just respond to a customer's question within 4 to 5 hours, you just moved yourself above every other brand, because large brands are known to not have any customer service at all. You could reach out to them with a product issue or try to call them. You get a robot answering the call. And that's what we take great pride in too, is if you email us within 4 to 6 hours, we have a response back to you. It doesn't even matter if it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We're gonna get back to you.
I mean, that was one of the coolest things before I jumped on board Vyper is, as you guys know, I was a customer before I was an employee.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when I was looking for a chair, I reached out because I wanted to learn more about it because it was really early on and I wanted to make sure that it was, it would pertain to me. It was usable in the detailing industry. So I picked up the phone and called and Dayne picked up, like the owner of the company. So I'm sitting there talking one-on-one with the owner of the company about the chair and everything about it. And I mean, I was sold right then, and then we just grew that relationship, obviously. But I mean, just the fact that, and it's still to this day. That was, I don't know. I think I got my chair. It's been a while, 8 months, 9 months or so, and still to the day, if you email or call, you get Dayne or Dillon or me or somebody like that. So the fact that you can still talk to the owner about a question, like what color can I get my chair in? He's the one that picks the phone and answers it. That's pretty neat to me.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty awesome that they would bring you on as well. I think that really speaks to their passion when they take a super fan like you, Alex, and say, let's add him to the team.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I fell in love with the brand, as you guys know. I got mine, and I was just absolutely blown away by the product. So not only was I in love with the product, but these guys behind the product are phenomenal, just like good friends now. But it was great learning with them and how they operated. And just from the short time that I got my chair to when I started working with them, seeing all the improvements that they kept making, they're never satisfied. They listen to all the feedback, and even feedback people aren't making. If they can see a better way to do something, improve in something. And talking about brand, before, like when I got my chair, it came in a box. It was cool. It had like a nice logo on it. I thought it was awesome. Excuse me. I took a picture of it. I thought it was really cool. They're like, no, that's not good enough. And then they go out of their way and they make just the completely insane unboxing experience with like the cutouts and the foam now. So it's like when you open up a nice bottle of liquor, it has like all like the pamphlets and all the nice little velvet stuff in there. And now that's what you get when you open a Vyper chair. And it's like, that wasn't necessary at all, you know, but they wanted a way to do it, and it makes the whole experience so much more enjoyable.
I enjoyed that part of it also. I mean, when I opened mine up, and I agree with what you said, Eric. I mean, I opened it up, I'm like, wow. I mean, the high density foam inserts actually blew me out my mind. I'm like, holy cow! Not only is it wrapped up, bubble wrapped, styrofoam packaged, it was well packaged, and I didn't have to worry about a chip mark or paint chips or anything like that, because I had confidence in opening everything up that that the paint job was going to be good and everything was going to be great, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And just think about how much time went into trying to figure out how to cut those out perfectly so everything fit in. Like, that was not an easy task. So the fact that they went through all the effort literally just for the packaging, it still blows my mind when I open them or when I see pictures online. I'm still blown away by it. So
absolutely. And we're going to continue to keep improving it too. We had to do the foam inserts because you gotta withstand UPS and FedEx's shipping of basically you gotta expect that they're gonna roll it like a bowling ball. So this thing's gotta be packaged good, you know. And it's an expensive chair. It is, and the last thing we want is the customer to get it with even the smallest scratch. We don't want that. So we had to make sure that we would do everything we possibly could to prevent that from happening.
So I'm just, that's awesome. And I think you are already on your way to becoming an expert in branding. And I know you won't, you'll keep pursuing that. Along the way, what we're doing is we're keeping an eye on the questions too. And Majestic Detail, who's an awesome dude, by the way, who sent me some gloves. He wants to know, what's the warranty on a Vyper chair?
So the warranty on a Vyper chair, we kind of have, it's called the good guy discount. So, or sorry, not good guy discount, good guy warranty. Basically, if there's something wrong with the manufacturing, if it's something wrong on our end, shoot us a message, email us, give us a call, let us know, and we'll do whatever it takes to get it replaced. However, if it's the customer's fault, say you have, I don't know, a screwdriver in your pocket and you sit down and it rips a hole in the seat, that's unfortunately we won't be able to cover. But yeah, basically the good guy discount. Let us know what's wrong. We'll do whatever we can to make it right.
That sounds awesome. All right, let's go on to number 4. I've asked this question to a few people. I like this. A YouTube channel I obsess over is? Honestly,
we've been a big fan of Adam LZ. So
Yeah.
𝗩𝗚𝗣𝗍, his YouTube content is pretty awesome. He's a funny, genuine dude, and he's young and thriving. We want to continue following him because he's just getting started with branding and everything. So really cool guy too.
Yeah, I know just a little bit about 𝗩𝗚𝗣𝗍. He seems to have his finger in a lot of pies. Is he like a professional skateboarder, a BMX or motocross?
He started off as a professional. Well, he didn't start off, but like his big thing was BMX. That's kind of what really started his YouTube content, I think.
Okay.
He went professional with it. Then he did some other stuff. Then he really got into cars. I mean, he does so many things. Right now, his thing is he's a professional drift car racer. And what's cool is that he funds it all primarily himself. Like it's his. Like a lot of these professional race car drivers, they have all their sponsors paid for everything, and like he's doing this himself with his team. Like he keeps the car, he handles all the maintenance, he does all the work on it with him and his team, and stuff like that's really cool. But yeah, he does from skateboarding to BMX to cars. He's got an insane collection of cars now. I think he's up to like 20 or something like that, and they're all like really good cars. So he's got a lot of cool stuff going on over there. That's why it's so interesting to watch his content, is because it's so diverse. There's always something going on in his life that's really entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of lessons in there, the diversity. I've caught a few. Did he just buy a big mansion?
Yeah, he bought a 30-acre compound, and
Right.
It's like
Talking about
it.
I think you were talking about it when we connected last time.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane what
Yeah.
he did. So if you guys haven't checked it out, go check out 𝗩𝗚𝗍 compound and watch his intro to it. It's mind blowing.
All right, 𝗩𝗚𝗍. I'm sure he needs a few more followers. I bet he's got 1.7 million. All right. Let's go to number 5 here. The car that occupies a special place in my heart is?
Easily the McLaren 650S. Huge fan of McLarens. Always have been since I was a young kid. And that's kind of the dream car right now. So hopefully we can keep working our ass off, and 5 years down the road, we can hopefully have one in the garage.
Get one, all the staff too. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the goal, is 5 years down the road. We want to be able to buy every employee at Vyper a new sports car.
Hey, Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, this is news to me, and I'll start working.
Mike, can you buy me a Vyper in 5 years?
A Vyper Chair.
There
All
we
right,
go.
number 6. If I wasn't doing this, selling Vyper chairs, creating them and selling them, I would probably be
trying to figure it out, trying to figure out what to do with my life. I think we always had the entrepreneur spirit in our family. Humbly saying, we don't really do good not really being in control of things. We like to, because we like to hustle on things, and we like to push the team, make sure that everybody's full steam ahead, and we're not going to be telling people what to do. We're always going to be in front saying, hey, come with us. Let's do this thing. So I'd probably be doing a different venture. I don't know what that could be, what market, what industry, but definitely be running a different company.
I believe it. All right, you're doing good. Number 7. Maybe this question needs to be changed a little bit, because obviously we're all part-time, full-time, weekend warrior detailers.
Yeah.
Do you have a connection to the detailing world at all?
Honestly, the main connection is Alex. That's really when we started focusing on the detailing industry. Alex is an absolute stud in the industry. The man is every connection you can think of. It's funny, like we always have weekly calls and strategies of how to get the brand out there more. And Alex will, every single week we'll say, hey, this company looks awesome. We should reach out to sell some chairs. He's like, oh yeah, I know Adam. We can let me just reach out to him. We'll talk to him tomorrow. Like, he knows everybody in the detailing industry. And it was great to connect with him and bring him aboard, because he has some insanely great ideas for the chair. We have some new releases that we're going to be adding on that is detailer specific. That we're super excited to announce here, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, definitely the connection to detailing stems back to bringing Alex on board.
Yeah, I'm always. They got some nice packages coming tomorrow. I'm always trying to influence them to get them on board with the detailing addiction. So they got some new brushes and stuff coming up tomorrow. So
Yeah.
Nice.
It's to give a little sneak peek, it's a attachment to every chair. It's attachable to any chair style that's out there today. It basically will be a holder for all your essential items.
Oh, wow.
So,
Hey, a question that Eric had, Dane, is on the Vyper chairs, do all the chairs, is the option to get a tray at the bottom, is that optional with every chair or just a specific chair?
Yep. So every chair is able to get a tool tray attached. The Robust Steel Pro actually comes with a tool tray already attached. So
The one you just came out with, right?
correct. Yep. So the Robust Steel Pro is aimed directly towards detailers in that kind of industry, but it can also veer off in any other industry. It's just Alex phrases it as the pit bull of a chair. I mean, this thing's just beefy. It holds over 400 pounds. It's got a tool tray attached already, fixed at 19 inches. So I mean, you can easily reach down to the wheel and get all the way up to the window detailing. So it's an all around a workhorse.
yeah, it's a phenomenal chair.
But does that Pro not come with the option to have a backrest?
The Pro doesn't. No. So again, we took feedback from the detailing industry, and a lot of detailers didn't prefer the backrest on their chair. They actually said that they would prefer it without a backrest. So for the Robust Steel Pro, you are unable to attach a backrest to it, but any other version, you're able to attach a backrest to.
Yeah, so the goal there was because people were talking about they wanted a slimmer base. But what a lot of people don't realize is the wider base helps with the stability of the chair. That's what makes it so you can roll over your 𝗚𝗓𝗡𝗦 cords and stuff like that easily, in addition to the casters. But the wider base helps with that. And so a lot of people wanted a slimmer base. So we wanted to provide that to them and then incorporate the tool tray in there. So we got all that down. But obviously everyone always has different preferences. Some people do like the backrest, like Billy at Presidential loves his. But with that, you can get the Robust Steel Max with the backrest, and you can still offer it in different places. But the main thing was that Dane can talk more about it, but we wanted to have a better lead time on the chairs to get chairs in people's hands quicker. And that's why we went with the one color option for this one, just so that we can get it in people's hands really quick. I think right now, Dane, we're shipping them same day, if not next day, if not same day. So that's a huge thing right there.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, the Pro is really what we wanted to make more affordable to the customer, offer the same advantages. And like Alex said, with one color option, we're able to pre-package them, stock them on the shelves, and be able to have, insanely quick lead times. And so far, it's been a huge success, and people absolutely love them.
Nice.
Yeah, and with that, I mean, one thing that people talk about often, I think I saw a comment in here already about how the lead times 2 to 4 weeks. One thing you got to realize is that these are all, like, once you start getting into like different colors or something, they're basically made to order, especially when you're doing your logos. Like, that's a one-off, never going to be made before unless you do it again chair. So there's a little bit of a time that comes with that. But we wanted to make sure we offered something that if you wanted a chair right away, there you go. There's no wait time for it.
Yep, exactly.
I think I only waited like 10 days, I think that's about all I waited, was about 10 days. I think mine came fairly quick. I thought. I mean, I chose my colors, and it may have been sooner than 10 days, but I think it was around that time, so it wasn't too bad.
Yep.
Just to go back to that question real quick, because Eric was at the Supreme Detailing in Orlando. If you guys are in the Orlando area or Orlando, Florida area, you can go pick up a Vyper chair today in different colors, even the new one. But Eric, they don't have the tool trays there right now. But if you're interested in purchasing one, you can buy a chair from Supreme, get it same day, and then you can go on our website and order the tray, and we can ship it to you, and it'll get there in a couple days.
It sounds like you guys have thought of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very exciting. Okay, let's finish up. We've only got a few more of these get to know you questions, and then we can continue to learn more about the brand. So I'm going to let's bring Dayne back into here. And I think you're the perfect person to ask this question to. So your advice for anyone thinking of starting their own business?
My advice would be do it. Absolutely hop in. The hardest step is taking the first step. It honestly is. Whether it's kind of pushback from your family, your friends, your spouses, whatever it may be, the hardest part is taking the first step. And the second advice would be just keep going, because I always look at it this way: is that business is a roller coaster. Okay, you have your ups and your downs, but the most important thing is, as long as the roller coaster is going upwards, you know what I'm saying? There's never a point where you're never gonna not have a down. I mean, we get kicked in the stomach every single day, every single week, and it makes us better, makes us stronger, makes us have faster lead times and have a better product. I mean, I look at it this way: as all of our product failures only made our products better, and are only going to continue making our products better. So the advice would be to make the first jump and to keep going when you're kicked down.
Oh wow, that's brilliant advice. And I know I've been a teacher for almost 25 years, so I thrive on consistency and knowing what is ahead. So when I hear people talking like that, I do get a little stressed out. But I know there's other people that are like excited by that. But I honestly, that scares me a bit to hear.
Yeah, there's always going to be stress. I mean, look at the bags under my eyes. It's little to no sleep.
Yeah. Wait till you have kids, Dayne.
Well, let's shift gears with number 9 here. The best thing I have recently purchased, and this doesn't have to be, related to automobiles, could be anything, is?
I would say we actually just got a new MacBook Pro in the office. It's kind of out of the industry of the viewers, but yeah, definitely MacBook Pro is huge. We always like to make sure that we have the best equipment in house to make sure we can provide the best service at the fastest. So Apple's always killing it with their new products. So expensive again, but when you buy expensive, you get quality majority of the time.
I agree. I've been an Apple guy. The school I work at spoils us with Apple equipment. We're a very technological school, so I've got iMacs, MacBook Pros, and time to time it frustrates you. But overall, just the clean aesthetics of it alone just puts me in a good mood.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And, I know there's people out there that build these super PCs, and they got. To me, I get that that's cool to some people. I just I'm more one of those yuppies that hangs out at Starbucks on his rose gold iMac.
Yeah.
Sipping my latte, right, Mike?
Yeah, I don't drink coffee.
All right.
With your pinky up?
Yeah, pinky's up always. Right. Okay.
There you go.
Last question for you. A goal I hope to achieve the second half of the year is?
Good one. So I would say it's not only a personal goal. I like to set goals for the team. I would say to get the Vyper brand worldwide. We have some conversations with some distributors in Australia, in the UK, that want to start reselling our Vyper chairs overseas, and start building the Vyper brand globally. So that's the goal for the second half, is to continue building this brand, not only in the United States, but overseas.
Well, that's perfect timing, because I was going to ask you about international shipping. Currently, if someone in Australia, for instance, was into a Vyper chair, is there any chance of them getting one?
Soon, very soon. They could obviously purchase it from our website, and shipping may be a little much, but like I said, we have some conversations in the works. Hopefully the next couple of weeks, stocking up some distributors in Australia to start selling our Vyper chairs. So I think they'll be taking pre-sales too. So stay tuned to our Instagram page and our Facebook page. We'll announce when we bring on new distributors, and then you can get a pre-sale Vyper chair. So when they come in, you're the first to get it.
That's exciting.
Are you guys doing more than one person or one company there, or is it multiple companies?
So it's one company in both locations. And what we'll actually be doing is incorporating. So it'll be a Vyper facility. So Vyper will invest some money to, make a location in Australia, make a location in the UK, and we'll be the presence of it. So it won't be under another brand. It'll be under Vyper.
Gotcha.
If I can ask a personal favor, don't ever let Vyper chairs become rebranded by other companies.
Never.
You know what I mean?
Never.
And I know I'm being a little facetious. I know you guys wouldn't, but I've been in the detailing community for about 10 years now, and I was so naive at first when I saw products on company websites, and I was like, oh, I'll buy that. And then I would see the exact same product on another company's website with their brand. And I remember thinking, I've been duped. But you guys are going to be very protective of your brand, aren't you?
Definitely. Yep. So we have partnerships where there's resellers, but it'll always be the Vyper logo on it. It'll always be the Vyper quality. You have our word that we will never outsource from China or anywhere else to make Vyper chairs. We want to keep that in America because we appreciate American-made quality. We'll never stoop down to the level to try to cut costs and go overseas to get stuff, because cutting costs, honestly, you cut quality. And I would never be able to sleep at night if we're to get cheap parts for these chairs. We're going to stick local and continue to make some badass chairs.
I love it. I love it.
So I know on the chairs you can select several colors, right? What's the color selection there? How many colors can you guys select from?
So the different colors is black. It's actually a really cool black wrinkle. You can do blue or red as well. But not only that, Mike, you can also customize it to whatever color you want. So obviously it's a little additional upcharge, but we actually have a powder coating booth in our facility where we will custom powder coat the color that you select, which is awesome. We've had some great success. Alex's friend at Mountain Detail customized an army green one with a brown seat, and it's a beautiful looking chair. So
that is nice.
Yeah, we absolutely love customizing chairs, and it's extremely unique too, because we ensure that the powder coat is to par. And like we sold a yellow one that looks insane,
Well, I definitely love the sound of customization. I'm just worried that my chair will look so much better than Justin's that he already is quite jealous of me for many obvious reasons.
So then I think at one point you had the option to get the logo on both the seat itself and the back. Right now it's just the back only now, right? You changed that?
Correct. Yep. No, it's only the main seat now. So
just the seat now. Okay.
Yep. So we just had some internal discussions on how do we keep our brand recognition out there. And one of the ways is to ensure that our brand's always on the chair. So if you want to customize your logo, it'll be on the main seat, but the backrest, our logo will always be on it.
And then if someone wanted their logo, they can just upload once they do the selection of everything they wanted, the colors and everything. Then they can upload their logo.
Yep.
And then you guys can make it work, or.
Yep, correct. So, we can really do any logo that you send us. What happens is once you complete your purchase and you select the custom chair option, all you have to do is email us your logo file, and we'll have our embroidery team get started right away.
Now, does that file have to be a PNG file or a PDF file or some kind of crazy file, or what works?
Good question. No, really a PDF, PNG works. If you want to get fancy, yeah, as long as it's clear, that's the main thing. If a lot of people have like an SVG file, which works great too. So any file really works as long as it's clear and concise.
So you can sit on your logo, and the Vyper logo has to be on the back if you go the back?
Correct. Yep. So
okay. Yeah.
And then the stitching will match. Like if you do a custom logo, like if you do a a red RAD Garage on the seat. The stitching on the backrest will be red to match it.
Correct. Yep. So we always take the main color of your logo, and we'll match that stitching on the backrest logo as well. So the reason for having the logo on the main seat rather than the backrest is the backrest is so small, so you really can't go too large with the logo. And if you go too large, it actually starts like crimpling up the material, so it's a little wavy, and we just have more issues with that. So we figured if the customer wants it larger, it can be on the main seat, and we can really get creative with it as well.
It's nice.
There were a few questions about logos, but I'm wondering if you just answered them.
Yeah, I was trying to
add us in the
ask
logo
the questions
in.
as we go like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's and for you to be able to customize a chair of this quality with 2 to 4 weeks turnaround time is actually very impressive.
Right. And that's the thing is, like Alex was saying before, I mean, you're buying American-made quality. We're in the process of building up our inventory right now, so we always have every single color option online. The thing with it is we have everything in stock. It just takes so much time to get it boxed up, make sure that everything's quality inspected, make sure the stitching's correct, everything lines up, there's no dents in the powder coat, casters are cleaned off. So the boxing process takes a little bit. There's just so much orders in queue that it takes a little bit to get them out the door. So
there's almost $100 worth of nuts and bolts itself in that bag.
Seriously, it's grade 5 and grade 8 hardware, coated yellow zinc. So customers love it. It looks beautiful. Again, that's something we will never downgrade on. We'll never go to just plain silver zinc. It's cheaper and doesn't last as long. It rusts quicker. It starts to wear down as much faster than yellow zinc also.
And as a detailer, that stuff is crucial too.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, that helps with prevent corrosion and stuff like that. And when you're using these chairs, they're getting wet. Regardless of how careful you are, even if you're not spraying near the chair, you're still gonna, when you put your hose down or your gun down or your bottles down, it's gonna get wet. And so you don't have to worry about those things having any issues because they're high grade quality with zinc coating. So
yep, exactly.
And I believe the ring itself is stainless steel, and you can get that powder coated too, right?
So, yep, you're correct. So the rail is stainless steel. At the moment, we don't have the powder coated option, but something we have in the pipeline of potentially making that an option.
Okay.
So we've been tossing that around, but the main thing that we want to ensure is that we stay honed on keeping the lead times down. So if we had another option to powder coat the rail, we got to make sure that we get it in stock first so that it doesn't increase the lead times. But that's also an option. The thing with that is we get nervous is with the rail, you always have your feet on it. So we just don't want the powder coat to rub off eventually. So we're tossing it back and forth, and it looks great on chairs that do have a powder coated though. It looks awesome.
And one thing to address on that topic is just because of a good opening for that is when you see here that we're talking about crazy customizations and then lead times. So we've been trying to find that balance between the two because we want to make sure we can get the chairs in people's hands quickly, but still do all the quality checks and make sure they're quality. But also we want to present all these one-off customizations to have people have their own. You're going to have this chair for years and years and years. So we want to have the ability to give people exactly what they want and personalize it, so you guys can see that there's that balance there. Is if we say we had 100 orders this week and they're all custom chairs. Think of the time that is, and that's one of the I see a comment about asking about a logo on the Robust Steel Pro and some color on that. Is that's our goal? We're trying to see the best
life ever.
Truth is that Hollywood's elite.
What?
I'm sitting in my room on a regular chair. Hold on.
Oh, she got the Vyper Chair.
But yeah, we're
My best life ever. She like.
There
I'm
it
talking
is.
to the Vyper Chair, and she brought me my Vyper Chair from the garage.
Nice.
Hold it up again. Let's put a pause on what we're talking about, Mike. I love it when you show me this chair.
Yep. So,
Okay.
Garage red.
so Mike, you went with the nice gloss red. Why is that?
Well, because my company's red and black,
Cool.
so I went with the red and black look.
Cool.
And then when I was talking to Justin, I did want to put my logo here, But when I watched Justin with Mountain Town's video, he made a comment in that video, and it made sense. Why would you put your logo on something that's so nice? You don't want to ruin the product. So he went with the same look of just keeping the Vyper logo there.
I mean, Dayne killed it with the design details of the logo. I mean, it's perfect. When I first got mine, that was my thought as well. Is the Vyper logo just looks so good on the chair. So
That's right. Yep.
See, I got the little back thing, and I'm a big guy, and I can just lean back.
But it is cool to offer the custom logos, especially for detailers, because one thing that, I mean, detailers, you guys own your own company, so it's good to be able to like self-promote. Detailers are big on pictures and stuff like that, and videos, so when you can incorporate that into your shots, you can have your own brand on there, just a little extra something, personalization there. It goes a long way. So
I'll take the cheap chair.
So Mike, how does it roll?
Oh, I'm on carbon. I'm rolling fine.
Nice.
And in my garage, dude, and then phew.
So that's 4-inch industrial grade casters on there, which also
I'm telling you, on a flat surface.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, the slightest little nudge, and that thing is gone.
Yep. She goes, and yeah, we want to continue to offer that. We also have an idea of offering locking casters as well. So we're looking to bring that to our website as well as for an add-on option. But again, I want to touch point on something that you mentioned before, Mike, that you didn't want to do a custom logo right now. So that's a great point. And I want to let everyone know that if you do purchase a Vyper chair and don't proceed with the custom logos, you can always get it added on in the future. So if you always want to come back, a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year down the road and say, hey, I want to do a custom logo, shoot us an email and we can make a custom logo, just a seat and send it to you.
All right, hold on. I'm not the one else.
Yeah. So, and same thing with everything that we offer in the future, whether it be locking casters, whether it be a particle-coated rail, this new attachment that we were talking about before, it'll be attachable to any chair. Any chair that's out there, you can always add it as an additional feature, remove 2 casters or whatever that you have, put some locking casters on. And that's what we want to do, is to make sure that it's attachable to every chair that's out there today.
I think having the optional locking casters would be a good idea because, I work from home. I mean, my business is ran from here, and my driveway is sloped. But I don't use a chair in the driveway, though. When I bring the car into the garage where it's flat is where I use the chair. But if it was nice outside, I wouldn't mind being outside to detail.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to use the chair outside.
Right.
Yeah, we offer them now. They should be on the website a little bit, I believe, right, Dayne? But we do. If you're interested, you can shoot us an email. We can get those out to you.
Yep, correct. So it's not on the website yet. We're working on actually adding it to the website. We're figuring out pricing to make it the most fair. But yeah, if you want to shoot us an email, if you have a Vyper chair, want to add it to your order, send us an email and we can make that happen.
And that's the goal there. I'm not sure if you guys are noticing, but all these add-on accessories, and like I said earlier, how they're not ever happy with it, and they want to keep improving it, adding accessories and wheel locks and all that stuff. So that's my favorite part about this.
This is a good comment. That was a good one. Coke holders for Rick. So just like we were talking before, that request is going to be answered hopefully in the next few weeks.
There's some cool stuff coming.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not worried about this because I've been using creepers on my Swiss Tracks floor, but have you got feedback from other Swiss Tracks and race deck owners about how well your chairs roll on those type of floors?
It's the same as a garage floor. There's no difference. It rolls. It's night and day from any other chair in the market. It acts like Swiss Tracks, has no grooves. Yeah. Swiss Tracks and Vyper Chairs, an extremely great partnership right there.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, we're in conversations and discussions with Swiss Tracks and actually have a partnership opportunity with them because they love it so much and they get asked all the time if casters are able to roll on their flooring. So we have some great things coming with Swiss Tracks as well.
I will just say this: they use Vyper chairs at their trade show events.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
on the floor. So
Absolutely.
that just shows you how well they go all together.
Well, I suspect if I do a video of myself rolling myself around my Swiss Tracks floor, that I'll put that on Instagram Reels and I'll be famous.
Yeah,
You
you
will.
absolutely will. You absolutely will.
I'll get my son to push me around.
Yeah, right. Not too hard to push though. You'll go through the garage.
Yeah. Like I really do think you need a locking caster, because the image of you floating down your driveway on your chair and then down the street's really going to keep me up at night. So,
well, I don't know if you guys saw it the other day, but Clean and Shiny posted a video of, I'm going to butcher the name, in the UK, his name is 𝗓𝗛𝗡𝗦. I don't know if you guys have watched his videos, but he's hilarious. He owns his own the detailing product company. But he took a Vyper chair out and he just let loose downhill on a cobblestone road, and it was just,
oh, that's hilarious.
I mean, yeah. So these things flow well. So Swiss Track's no concern. If you can go down an old cobblestone road in England, it speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Was that on YouTube or was that on his Instagram?
It was on his Instagram, so I don't know if you guys. It's probably not going to be there anymore because there's a story. Let me.
Right. Yes.
If you guys can kind of get a little glimpse of it. I don't know if it's going to.
Hold on. Let me make you big. Let me make you big. Let's drag you into the main picture here.
I'm going to try and pick up my face instead of that. Hold on. Give me one more second.
You're on some cheap PC. You need to get a Mac. Come on.
Yeah,
No,
right.
it's my nice camera, so it's zooming in on my face. I'll reshare something on the Vyper page so everyone can check it out. But
yeah, definitely.
we spinning with some high speed across these cobblestone streets. So, and they don't break. That's the other thing. Is not that they can travel well over these things, but they don't break. Like if you hit something hard on some of these other chairs, they'll chip or they'll crack, something like that. These don't. So there's no fears of the extension cords or zip ties or like. A lot of mobile guys often ask me, like, I get all these guys are having it in their pretty garages, but what about us mobile guys that we don't know what we're going to be detailing next? And that's the thing, is you can take these out on roads or driveways, rolls over the asphalt and gravel, no problems at all. And like I was using it in my driveway the other day, and I was rolling across the cracks, no problem. So,
Yep.
pretty cool feature there.
Yep, definitely.
So, Dayne, how when Vyper Chair started, I mean, how did Vyper Chair start, or how did you start Vyper Chair?
That's a great question. It was actually my brother and I's father that started it. So he's an absolute wizard when it comes to designing products, understanding the problems that he has and other people have in the industry and creating a solution for it. So one thing that he despises is cheap made China products, especially in the working environment. So he along with everybody else in this industry had those cheap China made chairs that had a base of like 10 inches, tiny little casters, torn apart seat, and he hated working on it. I mean, he would complain about it every single day, and he said, enough's enough. Let me design a chair. Made one with beefy casters, four metal arms, and a nice seat. And my brother and I went up to his garage one day and we're like, that is a beautiful looking chair. Let's redesign it. Let's add a website. Let's add a name, and let's build a brand. And honestly, it started with 1 sale to 2 sales to 100 sales to thousands of sales. And just took off from there and continue to make it better and better and better. And we're going to strive to make it better and better and better. So, we're having fun. We really are.
And that is America.
That is. We're like Alex was saying before. I mean, we take pride in the products that we sell. I mean, we'll never settle for anything less than perfect. And if we do fall short, we're going to make sure that we do it right the next time.
Perfect. So I just told the gallery that we're going to be finishing up here in about 6 minutes. So it's their last chance for any questions. So talk to us about the wheels. What are they made of?
Okay.
Yeah. So if Mike wants to show it, yeah, there you go.
Hold on, Mike. I'll make you big. Bigger. Oh, there's Alex. Let's get Alex out of there.
Thanks, Rick.
So Mike, if you want to just put your hand by, you can see the size of it. I mean, they're 4-inch casters. So the things are beefy. The material is actually made out of like it's technically like a polyurethane material.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say rubber, but it's a denser quality. Majority or the grease zerk casters as well. I mean, you would have to add any grease to them. They should stay well greased. And yeah, they rotate beautifully as well on some awesome bearings.
And I have a question, Mike. How do you adjust the height of this chair?
Okay, so maybe Dayne can tell you about it, but there's a clamp here.
Yep.
And then here's you screw this up and down.
Yep. So
I believe the height goes from what 13 to 24, I think.
15 to 24.
Close, Mike. You
15
should
to 24.
Yeah.
Mike, you should be a salesman. I think you're hired.
No.
Alex's
So,
job. Alex, you better be careful.
Dude, that video that Alex made when he was trying to show a cheap chair and he dropped it and it broke by accident.
Yeah.
Dude, that was freaking brilliant. By accident.
It really wasn't unintentional. And there's been a high demand for me to drop a Vyper chair, so I think that might have to come soon. And it's not so much that it's gonna. I'm not afraid that a Vyper chair is gonna break, but like I don't want the poor thing to get scratched. I mean, scratches are gonna happen when two things collide. So that's what I don't want to happen. It's not that I'm worried about the chair breaking, but when you get a lot of critics, you gotta eventually have to silence
What
them.
type of steel do you use for the legs and the back?
So it's I believe I'm not the engineer behind it, so don't quote me on this, but just your normal mild steel. The back not quite sure the gauge on the steel.
There he goes again.
Yeah, but it's thick. It's a beefy chair.
Oh no, it takes 2 arms to pick this up. You can pick this up with one hand.
Right.
Not for me. I could pick that up with one hand easy.
And back to the question about the adjustable height, we chose the Acme rod, or Dayne and his brother chose the Acme rod system because the whole goal was to build a chair that lasts a while. And yeah, while hydraulic systems are nice, I have so many failed hydraulic chairs in the garage, and so you can't build a high quality chair that's going to last a long time by using stuff like that. They fail so often. Not to say that. That doesn't close the door for future ideas and stuff like that.
That's a great point. Yeah, so there is a few reasons for the Acme thread rod. Like you said, Alex, it increases the weight durability like tenfold compared to a hydraulic lever or press, however you want to say it. And like Alex said, I mean, they fail so often. They get weakened slowly but surely. If you sit on it, they'll start to fall down. So basically to adjust the height, you loosen up the clamp, and all you have to do is spin the chair to your designated height and then lock the clamp back in and you're all set. So a lot of people, we got some pushback in the beginning where people are like, okay, it takes a little bit too long to adjust the height. But when you get a chair and you set it at the right height, you notice that you really don't have to adjust the chair height like at all. Once you, especially detailing, welding, whatever it may be, I mean, once you find the right height, it kind of stays there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly never change mine. I'll unless I'm going from like detailing a car to sitting at a desk. That's the only time I change height. But for the most part, I never. That's why I love this Pro so much. And to be honest, I told Dayne at first, I thought it was gonna be a very popular chair, but I thought that it was no way gonna be my decision-making process for what chair I was going to use. And I got this, and I just keep grabbing the Pro all the time. I thought I was the biggest robust steel mat. I still am, but the Pro is just –
it's a beast.
It's taken over lately. And it's one of those things, like Dayne says, I don't really ever adjust the height of my chair. So the Pro's at that perfect height. We did all the research necessary to determine what the best, most desirable height is for the general population, and that's why we came across the 19 inches, and that's why the Pro is 19 inches. It's just the perfect seating height.
While we're talking about the Pro real quick, there was a question. I'm just scrolling back. Someone asked, will custom logos become an option on the Pro later on? Because I know they're not now.
Yeah, in the future, I guess it all depends on demand. We don't have it in the pipeline right now, but if demand is high for it and a lot of people are requesting the same thing, we'll definitely consider adding a custom logo to the Vyper chair, or the Vyper Pro, sorry.
Well, I have to say, and Mike, I know you'll agree, just with you guys are just so accepting of feedback, and I could tell like you truly do react to the feedback you get from people, and
Absolutely.
people love to throw the word customizable around, but I think you guys are like really the epitome of customization. So, you know,
yeah, I mean, these are one-off products. I mean, if you RAD Garage chair, if you order one, you're never going to see another one like it. You have the logo, you have the rights to it, and no one else is going to have it. That's going to be your chair. You're going to have it for years and years and years. Your kid's going to have it. Your kid's going to be detailing. He's going to continue the RAD Garage legacy.
Don't pull my heartstrings.
I think Rich should have an all black one with red stitching on it, with RAD Garage logo on it.
Absolutely. So
that's what I'm thinking.
Alex, you make a great point. I mean, in regards to like the price and stuff, what a lot of people, especially detailing, if you own your own detailing shop, if you own your own welding shop, whatever it may be, you're buying a product that allows you to make money. You know, think about it. If you're detailing cars, that's your moneymaker right there. You need to be in a chair that helps you detail cars better, more comfortably. If you're welding, you need to make sure that you're on a comfortable chair, because that's what's bringing in the money.
Yeah, people undervalue or underappreciate. Don't give your body enough appreciation. Like detailers, especially though, without concern, go spend hundreds of dollars to try new chemicals, even though they have ones that work perfectly fine. Whether we talk about a chair that's going to help them and sit in it every day and help their back, they're like, I don't know about that. I like my uncomfortable $30 chair that I think is miserable. So it's one of those things. It's like you got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in your mind,
Alex. How dare you question? No, you make an excellent.
No, I'm the worst at it. I have boxes and boxes of new stuff too. I'm always that guy that wants to try new stuff. So I'm you're preaching to the choir, but.
I just put a comment up here from Dabbler Details. He's very impressed with his chair. And like I said earlier, I went through probably 30 of your reviews, and I almost thought, geez, I don't think I've seen a product get this kind of consistent high reviews.
Yep. And
the Vyper Chair can hold a 275-pound guy and a 75-pound bulldog.
That's right. That's right.
And we can still roll around.
That's right.
This isn't a job interview, okay? This is.
But Mike, we'll see you at the Green Bay facility tomorrow.
Yeah, you're hired.
8 a.m.
Slobber all over me now.
We'll probably start wrapping things up, but like I've said in many of my videos, many of these live streams, this is what I enjoy most out of being active on the social media, is getting to meet people and getting to meet people behind great companies. And Mike, you started up this live stream series about a year ago, right?
Yeah, coming up to a year in November.
Yeah, and your whole reason for doing it was to get to know the faces behind the brands, correct?
Yes, and I wanted people to, not everybody knows what a Vyper Chair was or is, or whatever. So I got to know what it was, and I wanted everybody else to know what it was too, because I mean, when I sat in this chair, I used to do paint correction standing up or on my knees, and I've had back surgery before, and I had that big accident before, so. I would detail a car and it would take me the rest of the week to recuperate. Now it's like, man, I can put a rolling cart right next to me. I can have my chair, paint correction, no problem. And I don't have to worry about taking the rest of the week off of work. I can actually go back to work the next day.
I will give this idea for free. I would like a Vyper cart that goes with. Because I've been using a cart that's either too high or too low or too crappy, doesn't have good casters. Maybe something to think about.
Yeah, that's a good intro. I see Matt talking about it too, asking about future products, and we'll let Dayne talk about that, about how we're not just a chair company.
Absolutely. So we have many. I don't even want to slim it down to an industry, but let's just say a lot of garage products coming out in the very near future. And not necessarily towards chairs even. Obviously, we have a lot of additional advancements and add-ons to the existing chairs that actually would solve the solution that you just mentioned, Rick. But we also have some other things let's just say something that might keep your garage a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
Like cooler in temperature or cooler in like cool?
Both.
Both. Yeah. So
I don't think anything can do both. Come on, you guys.
I would just say that I've experienced what he's talking about, and it's an absolute game changer, and there's nothing like it that comes close to it on the market. And that's not even me working for Vyper. That's me as a garage enthusiast that works in a hot garage in Florida. It's going to be a game changer. So we're really excited with the launch of that. But just to go on that is we're not limiting ourselves to the chairs. There's a lot of stuff in the pipe works, and we're always just brainstorming about ways that we can improve everything. I mean, these guys, who reinvents the chair? You know what I mean? Like, that's essentially what these guys did. So, I mean, think about all the other stuff that's going to be coming out here. There's a lot of exciting stuff. I mean, I think it's about a year ago this month, I think, Dayne, that you really launched this product or this company. So it's been about a year now, and in the middle of a pandemic. And here we are, you know, like some huge progress we've made, and I'm excited to see what else this brand really goes for.
Are you guys going to SEMA this year, or are you that SEMA thing?
Yep, absolutely. So we'll be in the tools and equipment section booth. I should have had that on hand. I'm not quite sure the exact booth, but we'll post it online. We're still in negotiations with SEMA to get a different booth location. So we'll definitely be at SEMA. In regards to new products, we will have a new product launching at SEMA. So definitely come check out our booth. We have some exciting things lined up with some exciting influencers. So it'll be a fun ride there.
Hey, Mike, how are you and I going to get to SEMA? Are we just going to hitch a ride, or?
No, I think Alex is going to work out a deal with Dayne that we're going to help Alex promote at SEMA with him.
Absolutely.
We do need some car girls to hand out flyers.
Hey, maybe I could lift some
imagine you're making a two-piece
as girls walk by, right? Just
that's right.
But we'll also be at Garrett Jackson, we're going to be at PRI, so there's a lot of other cool stuff that Garrett Jackson, you buy some tickets, you can go to those. So, but hopefully we'll see you guys at SEMA, so there'll be a lot of cool stuff. I think you'll see our chairs at more than just our booth too.
all right. Well, listen, why don't Mike and I would like to thank both Dayne and Alex for taking this hour and 7 minutes out of their Sunday. I know you guys are busy hustling. You don't even take breaks. So what we'll do is I've dropped your Facebook, your Instagram, and your website below. But if you just went to Google and just typed in Vyper Chairs with a Y, they will they'll see where they need to go. I want to thank everybody for sticking around on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Guys, don't take off though, okay? Don't leave, because what we'll do is we'll continue. We'll have a little after party. How does that sound?
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Any last words from anybody? Mike?
I don't think so. I want to thank both Mike and Rick for having Alex and I on this. We greatly appreciate it, and I want to thank everybody for listening. Our main goal is to try to get our faces out here more and into the garage industry, build more personal relationships with the customers, and where people can feel more genuine coming to Vyper and knowing the quality that they're getting and knowing who's behind the products that they're receiving. So
I got to get Dayne to stop working so hard and show his face a little bit every time.
Maybe right after you.
I'm surprised he's not in the warehouse right now.
We'll talk about those.
Yeah. Sorry, Mike. What was that?
Maybe right after you drop your next line of products, next product line, maybe you can come back onto our thing and we can talk about those.
Would love to.
Definitely.
Would love to.
Right on. Appreciate you.
And if anybody was hoping to watch me personally buy a chair right now, that's not going to happen on the live stream, but I will be I'll be talking with both of these guys. I can't wait. I just have so many questions about, like, I'm so nervous to pull the trigger, because like if I get a chair and then I see Mike gets a better chair, I'm going to end up with 2 or 3 chairs.
There's no other better chair than what I already have.
But I'm just
Your wife
they have.
Rick, your wife needs one, your son needs one, so there's 3 chairs right there. So.
And you know what? I have so many cheap chairs. I have one on every side of a vehicle, and I just move from chair to chair. So I'm probably 4 Vyper chairs.
So what I'm starting to hear here is maybe Vyper needs to do some bundle deals.
Yes. For the obsessed garage guys.
That's right. Where
We get one free kind of thing.
Yeah,
Might
maybe
want to get one half off.
Yeah, maybe you can get a deal on an elevated, a robust deal, and a pro. You get best of all three worlds.
Mike, for anybody who wants to buy their chair, Mike's auto still is a code active, right?
Yep.
I hope so.
Yep, still live.
Yeah, we've been thinking about that one, but we're letting it go.
We're letting it go. All right.
And if you think their chairs are expensive, they do have a 4 payment plan. I think every 2 weeks when you get paid, they can break it down. I think it's $125 is the most it could be because $500 is the biggest chair that they got.
Yep, that's a good point, Mike. So basically, if you use the Klarna payment option, you really don't even have to put any money down until your chair ships. So once your chair ships, you start making the 4 payments, which is a great plan. It really is.
Basically, every time you get a paycheck, it's going to be a quarter to go.
Yeah, right. I mean, think about that. That's 4 payments over a month. You got 2 paychecks that you just received.
Rick.
There you go. Oh yeah, I'm in. It's just like I said, I'm obsessing over the colors. All right. So what I'll do is I'll thank you guys one more time, and then Mike, I'm going to hit broadcast, but that doesn't kick everybody out, does it?
No, if you hit end broadcast, we'll all still be here.
All right, I'm ending broadcast. So thank you to all the viewers. A lot of guys watch this after the fact too, so don't get discouraged by the fact that we didn't have thousands.
We'll see you guys next Saturday at 6 p.m.
We don't underestimate.
What's going on next Saturday at 6 p.m.?
That's our next live stream next Saturday. Concierge detailing.
Okay. People are going to want to tune in for that one.
Cool.
Yes.
Watch from YouTube. Could be a good one. All right, we're ending broadcast. Thank you, everybody. Of course, stay rad. Oh, what was that? Theme music.
What was that?
You do music?